What's going on, guys? It's your boy J-Ho bringing you a brand new video. So today we got another Destiny video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the newest update on Bungie's website that was posted today on December 3rd. So this one is going to be about the Dark Below DLC, which is going to come out on December 9th, 2014. So we all heard a lot about the Dark Below DLC. There's going to be new exotics, armor, as well as guns for all the classes. There's going to be some new raid gear coming out with the new Crota's End raid. We all know the storyline of the Dark Below based around the moon and Eris and Crota in general, and how we have to stop Crota from taking over. And Eris is the new person or new vendor at the tower that's going to be kind of guiding us through the storyline by giving us quests and bounties. And she's also going to offer new things to purchase, such as class items, emblems, all these other upgrade stuff that we can use for some of the new guns and stuff coming out in the game. So now that we know a lot about what the Dark Below has to bring, they also posted this update today to kind of give you a preview of what to expect on December 9th, which is next Tuesday, for when the Dark Below officially drops and it becomes available to all of us players. So I'm going to go through the article and basically give you guys a rundown on what to expect and some of the changes that they list on here for the Dark Below. So first up we got is new legendary gear. Existing legendary gear on display in the tower will be replaced, and new legendary gear will feature higher attack and defense values, so more stats. And legendary items will still require ascendant materials to upgrade, and this new more powerful gear will be available to all players even if you didn't buy the DLC. So I guess they're switching out some of the gear and guns on display at the tower. So for the Crucible guy, probably for the Vanguard guys, all of them will probably change their legendary gear, their armor and guns potentially. And so anyone, even if you didn't buy the DLC, will have access to all this new stuff. And then it says legendary gear will not be as powerful as new raid gear or exotics though. So pretty much just like before, they're still going to be lacking in the light level and the stats as well. And then next up we got the new rank commendations. So in addition to Crucible or Vanguard marks, purchasing new legendary items will require a Crucible or Vanguard commendation. And these are received in the reputation reward packages that you get from the Postmaster whenever you reach a new rank level or reputation level. And so they're kind of like currency, and here's an image here that they're showing of what it kind of looks like. So that's pretty new to the game. And then we got some more new stuff that they list. So exotic talent changes. So we kind of already knew this from the newest patch that came out on the 1st. So as part of this past update, exotic armor and weapons no longer require ascendant materials, and we kind of noticed that already. And so the final node when you upgrade your exotic armor or gun will state that you need an exotic shard instead of the typical like legendary, or not legendary, the typical ascendant shards or energy that you needed in the last 3 nodes. So it's only going to require 1 ascendant shard to fully upgrade an exotic item, either gear or gun. And so this new material can be obtained from purchasing it from Xur for strange coins, 7 strange coins to be exact. I'm guessing 7 for 1. And then you can also gain them from dismantling exotics. So if you don't need, or you have double of something or triple of something, you have multiples of a gun or of a armor, you can dismantle it and get exotic shards that way as well. So moving on, we got new exotic upgrading. Exotic gear in the Dark Below will have higher attack and defense values than current exotic gear. For players and their current caches of exotics, a path will exist to bring them forward into the Dark Below. And so starting on December 9th, when the DLC comes out, Xur will offer players the opportunity to upgrade exotics to the higher attack and defense values. So December 9th is the Tuesday, so I'm guessing you can't do it on December 9th, but the Thursday or Friday, I mean, that Xur comes after the DLC comes out is when you can start upgrading your exotics that you currently have. So here's an image that you can see that they popped up on here or show on here. He's showing his typical what he's selling, the 5 items he's selling, and then underneath that you can see the exotics that people might have already, or this player in particular has already on his account. And I guess you can hover over them and potentially upgrade them. And yeah, so that's kind of how it's gonna work. They don't want to make all the exotics that we already earned kind of like obsolete, so they're letting us pretty much further progress them into the new DLC when kind of everything is upping the level and getting higher, so we can still use our old exotics, which is really good. And then moving on, we got more changes to Crucible too. So PvP changes, it states right here. Expansion 1 will include 2 new exclusive competitive playlists. They don't list it here what they're going to be, but we're going to get new playlists, so that's always good. Not just Control, Clash, Skirmish, Rumble. A lot of us want some new stuff to do in PvP as well. And then also the new Crucible arenas or maps that are coming in with the Dark Below are going to be put in the map rotation. So that's pretty cool. We can still play Control and start playing these new maps as well in that rotation, as well as some of the old maps that we like to play on also. And then moving on down, we got some PvE changes as well. So it talks about the weekly heroic strikes and the weekly nightfall strikes as well. So we got it says that with the light level increased to 32, the weekly heroic and nightfall strikes will be increased by 2 light levels to keep with the new content and the level increases and the gear items. So now our nightfalls are going to be level 30 based on what it says here, and the highest level for the weekly heroic will be level 30 as well. So I'm guessing all the other levels are going to get affected if you do the weekly nightfall, or not nightfall, the weekly heroics on lower levels, because there's 3 levels you can do it for weekly heroic. But usually everyone tries to do it on the highest level so you can get the most strange coins possible. And then lastly, it talks about the new raid, Quota's End, that we're all excited for. Everyone loves playing the raids just because Vote of Glass, pretty cool. You can get some of the best rewards in there. You can get some raid gear to get to level 30. And that was always what everyone wanted to play. So now we got a new raid, and it does unlock on December 9th. And it says players at light level 30 can lead a fire team immediately upon the release of the Dark Below DLC. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys have someone in your group of friends that you play with that are level 30 already. You guys should have some level 30s in your group of friends, just because they gave us kind of a lot of opportunities to get to level 30. With the Iron Banner selling the boots and the gauntlets that can reach 30 light, and just grinding the raid out, the Vault of Glass. A lot of people do that just so they can try to get that raid gear, the piece that they're missing that can bring them to level 30. So hopefully you guys got someone that level 30 that can lead you into the raid. But I'm guessing that you guys kind of want to be all level 30 at least, because I believe the normal version of the raid, Crota's End, is on level 30. So hopefully you guys are at level 30 and you can tackle that raid, and hopefully we can all be able to beat it. And then lastly, it talks about the reward system in Crota's End raid that addresses some of the issues that people had with the Vault of Glass. So it says that raid loot in Crota's End will drop at a higher rate. That's always good. A lot of people complain about getting Ascendant Shards, Ascendant Energy all the time, getting like Praetor's Revenge or Found Verdicts or whatever you get, quite a bit from the raid. And so hopefully we get some better drops in this new raid. And it says new raid gear will contain a wider variety of potential perks, so that's pretty cool. They're not all gonna have the same perks. You're not gonna have the same kind of boosts on your gear as everyone else that has that same raid gear. That's always good. It varies. And then it says weapons and gear from Crota's End will not require Ascendant materials for upgrades. So if you guys have a lot of Ascendant Shards, energy, you don't have to stack up on them in preparation for this raid, because it's going to use new types of shards and energy called Radiant Shards and Radiant Energy that I believe Eris will be selling as well, but you can also earn them in the raid, so they're pretty much newer versions or better, more powerful shards. And then we got unwanted weapons from gear or unwanted weapons and gear from Crota's End will dismantle into radiant materials. So just like before, if you didn't like getting multiples of some of the guns or armors, you can dismantle them and it'll give you the radiant materials. And then lastly, the primary weapons will only drop in the harder version of Crota's End that is going to be released sometime in January. So based off of that, it looks like the hard mode of Crota's End will not be available to us until next year in January. So that's pretty different. Looks like we can only play the normal mode, but that's still pretty good. At least it's a new raid, a new experience, and hopefully we can have some fun and get some new stuff that will be good for our leveling up in our characters and stuff like that. So that's about it for this update. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. If you're excited for the Dark Below like I am, leave a like on this video. And I'll catch you guys later with some more videos, especially when the Dark Below releases on the 9th. So that's about it. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace!